Welcome to Doodle Healing, the Warrior Way podcast, where your life is your masterpiece. I'm Cindy Bayless, your Doodle Warrior Coach, here to help you turn self-doubt into unshakable confidence, rediscover your purpose, and create a life you can't wait to wake up to. Grab your favorite pen and let's doodle your way to clarity, joy, and freedom, one episode at a time. Need calm in the middle of the holiday turkey chaos? I have the perfect fix. A 5 senses gratitude turkey doodle. You can do this with your children or your grandchildren, or enjoy it by yourself when you need a breather. This little turkey turns your senses into instant calm, and it helps you feel steady again in minutes. Want more play in your life? This is a great place to start.
Today we're going to talk about gratitude because it's the gratitude month. We're going to do a fun and simple exercise you probably did as a kid, but we're going to switch it up a little bit. It's a powerful tool for learning and memory. Studies show that when we doodle, our brains engage deeply, helping us retain more information and making it more effective. And so we learn better. In fact, it only takes 10 to 20 repetitions of doing something when you're doodling compared to 400 repetitions. Let me say that again. It only takes 10 to 20 repetitions compared to 400 if you're trying to learn the same subject. And that's why doodling is a game changer in every form. I encourage you to jump on this and let's have some fun. Doodling increases creativity and mindfulness together in ways that make it stick in our brains. I don't know about you, but I'm starting to forget stuff. So let's use this doodling tool to dive into gratitude and uncover joy in small, simple ways. So one of my grandsons, I've got 3. He's had some problems since he was like 3 with dealing with day-to-day things. His mother taught him to use the 5 senses rule, the 5 senses exercise. If you don't know what that is, it's just to stop and go through your 5 senses. So it'd be like the first one is to look around and see and name what you're seeing. And then the next one is to stop and listen and name 4 things that you're seeing. And the next one is to notice what you're smelling and name 3 things of what you're smelling. And then the next thing is 2 things that you can taste. And the last one is one thing that you're touching. So it's just a simple 5-step process to help you ground yourself. It's a grounding technique. Today, we're going to mix it together. We're going to mix that together with gratitude, grounding and gratitude. A long time ago, I heard a story about a woman that was ill when it was the holidays. She was in a bed in the front room with her family. It was very powerful for me because she talks about that she didn't do all the hustle bustle, that she laid in that bed and watched her family. She listened to her family. She enjoyed the smells around her. She felt the taste of even the food in the air and felt the touch of her family members. So we're all going deep into the holiday season and it kind of gets chaotic. And so I want to give you this tool to use as you head into the holiday season. And so you can use to calm yourself and to create joy, even in the moments that might be hard. Even this woman who was ill, she found that moment to really just bask in the love of her family, of them being all around her and the chaos. And sometimes I don't necessarily bask in the chaos. Okay, so we're going to put our hand in the middle of the page and we're just going to draw around it. I'm using my ultra fine Sharpie because it doesn't run when it gets wet. Okay. Do you remember doing this as a kid? And then we're just going to finish it up like this. And we're going to give him little feet. Okay, super cool. Now, the pinky is going to have an eye. And it will be what you see. 5 things you can see that you're grateful for. So that's what you can do in the middle of the hustle and bustle with your grandkids. You can even hang this on your fridge. Wouldn't that be fun? And just to remind everyone, and do it with your grandkids, and you can say, stop. What are 5 things you see that you're grateful for? And then on your ring finger, it's going to be touch. So this is supposed to look like a finger. So let's just do that. Touch. 4 things that you can touch, that you can be grateful for. This is just a little twist on the 5 senses, that we can be grateful for the things that we're feeling and touching. And then the third one is here. I don't really even know how to make it ear, so we're going to go like that. Here, 3 things that you can hear. And then number 2 is a nose. What can you smell? 2 things you can smell. And this will be really fun around Thanksgiving, right? So you can find some things that there's lots of things to smell then. And then the last one is taste. All right, so that's a tongue. Okay, so that's what we have here, and we're going to use this. So I want to take it a little further and make him a Thanksgiving. So we're going to do a Thanksgiving top hat, and we're going to let this be his eye. Okay, super fun. And then I think he's supposed to have a beard. Now you could just do this, but of course I want to paint it because that makes it more fun. And when I was a kid and I painted it all different colors. So I think that's what I'll do today. So we'll paint this finger red. And it just reminds us what to be grateful for. That we want to look, not even what to be grateful for. It reminds us to look for things that we're grateful for. So what can you see that you're grateful for? Okay. And let's do nope. Let's do a green. Okay. And now let's do a blue. And just think about what things that you can see here in your vicinity that you're thankful for. Orange. and a purple. A little bit darker. That's almost too dark, but that's all right. I want us to be able to see his eyes, so let's just do a little bit of that. Okay. All right, and then I want to make his body brown. Now, could you imagine how much fun you could have if you took a few minutes with your grandkids or your kids and did this little gratitude turkey? Just so easy to get so lost in not trying to make everything perfect that we can stop and really enjoy what's going on around us and enjoy just being with people. And then we'll give him a black top hat. Now, look, you see how it's doing that? It's just bleeding into it. We're not going to get upset about it. We can either leave it there or we can just do this a little bit. There we go. Now, here's what I would do if I was doing this. I would write the 5 things down the side and the 4 things here and the 3 things and the 2 ones. I would write it.
Give this little turkey a try today. Use your fingers, use your senses. Let it bring you back into calm and gratitude in the middle of the holiday noise. It's simple, it works, and it reminds you that you can create peace anytime you need it. Try it once and you'll feel the shift. Keep it nearby and let it be your tiny, calm companion this holiday season. Thanks for listening to Doodle Healing the Warrior Way podcast, where your life is your masterpiece. If today's episode inspired you, make sure to subscribe and share it with a friend who needs a little encouragement. Want more? Grab my free Doodle Your Vision Board guide. The link is in the description below. Remember, you are the warrior of your story. Your life, your masterpiece.